The Maker's Diet by Jordan S. Rubin. Though this book chronicles Rubin's battle with Crohn's disease, I'm going to focus on the health aspects of this book. For instance, during the course of Jordan's suffering, his father purchased a used motorhome for Jordan to live in that was close to the beach. Jordan spent each day praying, listening to music, and planning his daily food regimen, which he termed the Bible diet. The biblical diet consisted of kefir. This is a naturally fermented milk from raw goats or cow's milk. Organically raised, free-range, and grass-fed meats, and eggs, and meat from healthy chickens. It included ocean-caught wild fish and natural sprouted or sourdough breads made from yeast-free grains, as well as raw nuts and seeds, organic fruits and vegetables, raw sauerkraut, carrot, and other fruit juices. These live foods were filled with beneficial enzymes, vitamins, minerals, and friendly microorganisms. Jordan gives the reader a step-by-step plan towards the middle of the book. It's a 40-day program divided into 3 phases. Phase 1 starts off with temporary food restrictions. These include grains, pastas, breads, sugars, potatoes, corn, beans, and legumes. The diet begins and ends with prayers of thanksgiving each day. There's a morning prayer and an evening prayer. Then we move on to phase 1 foods to enjoy. As you can see, these are meats like beef, lamb, goat. There's also fish like salmon, tuna, and so forth. The section on foods to avoid include pork, bacon, ham, catfish, and squid. There are many foods to avoid. In Chapter 5, Jordan offers 27 ways to improve your health. 1. Get in the sun. The human skin uses the sun to manufacture vitamin D. 2. Go to bed before midnight. Now, I recommend going to bed at 9 or 10 p.m. because every hour of sleep before midnight is equivalent to 90 minutes of sleep after midnight. 3. Sweat. Go to a sauna. Take walks in the hot sun. Exercise. Sweating releases toxins. 4. Take low dosages of vitamins. Don't megadose. 5. Don't use fluoride toothpaste and mouthwash, and avoid fluorinated water. Mouthwash depletes nitric oxide. Use baking soda instead. Since mouthwash depletes nitric oxide, this sets a person up for a heart attack. 6. Avoid artificial sweeteners and sugars. Jordan says artificial sweeteners are worse than table sugar. Use raw honey. Eat figs, grapes, and berries. I like dark chocolate, so I eat it at least 4 or 5 times a week. 7. Don't shower every day. Excessive showering can rob your hair and body of the natural oils. It can also alter your body's pH. 8. Don't swim in chlorinated pools. Chlorine kills bacteria, friendly and unfriendly bacteria. Definitely don't swim in public pools. 9. Women, breastfeed your babies. 10. Don't get tattoos. Body piercing and tattoos can introduce deadly infections and toxic foreign substances into the body and bloodstream. 11. Jordan says childhood immunization injections may pose considerable risk to children. 12. Don't travel on airplanes too often. Jordan says some researchers believe the atmospheric pressures and radiation to which airplane travelers are exposed are the equivalent of hundreds of CAT scans and pose the greatest oxidative stress on the human body. I think the stress of going through airport security is worse than any atmospheric phenomena. 13. Avoid electromagnetic energy. Everywhere we go, we run into electromagnetic fields or EMFs from television sets, microwave ovens, cell phones, and local media transmission towers. X-rays at hospitals and the airport are included in this. Also, don't keep your cell phone on you all the time, and don't sit it by your head while you sleep. 14. Avoid using lots of skincare products, cosmetics, hair care products, nail care products, shampoos, soaps, perfumes, shaving cream, suntan lotion, and antibacterial soaps. 15. Don't take so many medications. I agree with this, but I also think some medications are needed to keep a person alive. For instance, type 1 diabetics, they can't live without insulin. Or heart patients can't live without certain medications. 16. Don't get cavities filled with mercury. These can cause neurological and psychiatric problems like depression and so forth. 17. Walk. High-intensity aerobic exercise producing a very high elevated heart rate for long periods of time through vigorous exercise, such as jogging or running on hard surfaces, is unnatural to the body. Intense aerobic exercise may even lower immune response and create more oxidation through stress than anaerobic exercise. 18. Avoid contact lenses. Also, avoid getting breast implants. There are infections that can occur with each of these. For instance, breast implants can burst. 19. Beware of the toxins in your home and try to prevent or avoid them. There are toxins in paint and in carpets. One author suggests ripping up your carpets and laying down hardwood floors. 20. Wear wool and cotton. Natural fibers allow the human body to breathe and are better suited to handling human perspiration while preserving balanced body temperatures in hot or cold climates. Synthetic fibers often come from petroleum-based resins and other unnatural sources. 21. Breathe from the abdomen or belly instead of from the chest. You should do further research on this. There are entire books on the subject. 22. Chew your food. Don't swallow it. Jordan's habit of wolfing down food in chunks contributed to his development of Crohn disease. Some tips. Chew each bite 25 to 50 times as needed. Always eat sitting down. Avoid watching TV, arguing, or doing something that requires concentration. Also, to help with digestion, eat cultured and fermented foods like sauerkraut. 23. Don't use plastic water bottles, aluminum wrap, or other food wraps. Plastic products release carcinogenic toxins into our foods. Aluminum does the same thing. 24. Eat organic. Pesticides and herbicides are in the fruits and vegetables. Animal growth hormones are in the meats. Eat organic broccoli and spinach. Cook with olive oil, coconut oil, or butter. 25. Wear loose clothing. 26. Don't undergo surgery to remove unnecessary body parts like the appendix or the tonsils. A new trend is starting to emerge, and that is voluntary amputation of limbs. Apotemnophilia is the uncontrollable desire to amputate one or more healthy limbs. 27. Try to avoid going to the doctor if you can. The American healthcare system isn't healthy. Also, I'd like to add, I think some doctors are psychopaths. I've dealt with a few. There are other sections of the book I didn't go into, like the maker's diet recipes, fasting, and the mind-body connection. I suggest you look into these individually because topics like fasting and mind-body connection require extensive reading. You can read entire books on these topics alone. What I did in this video was provide you with the information that I found important. Thank you for watching.